It's a sunny day in a bustling city centre. The perfect place for new recruit Polly to hone her hustling skills in the box drop. It looks like Polly is moving in, and she's looking for someone to help her get those removal boxes off the pavement and into her apartment building. On a busy day like this, she doesn't have to wait long. Right behind mark number 1 is another new hustler, Jazz. Together, they plan to get the mark to pick up one of these boxes and then drop it.
But if you find the right mark, they'll help you, but they have to pick up the box in a very particular way. They have to pick it up at the sides, because it's only going to be taped, a little bit of tape on the side, so as soon as they pick it up, after about 5 seconds, it'll fall.
I like it.
We've got something that's expensive. There's a laptop, now that's worth a couple £100.
Yeah.
But we also have one that's broken.
Excuse me, guys, could you do me a favour? Yeah. I'm just moving into the flat. Could you help as well, actually? I just need to bring them into
For the scam to work, the mark must pick up a box from the side nearest the door. That way, he won't see that the middle box is only held together by a tiny sliver of packing tape. But the mark instinctively goes to the wrong side, and spotting the opening, picks the box up from the bottom. The mark goes about his business, leaving the new hustlers empty-handed.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Will the hustlers' luck change with mark number 2?
Excuse me, you can do me a massive favour, could you? Literally, I've just moved in up there. I just need to get these boxes to the lift. Could you help me as well? Sorry, literally. It's just I don't want to wait here and then come back and then they're stolen.
What do you want?
Literally, I've just moved in. I just need to take them to the lift.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Is that all right? Could you just take one each? Thank you. You're a star. Oh, sorry, you got a bag.
So far, so good. And finally...
Oh, my God! Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
Do you
God,
have,
wrecked. And I don't care about my plates, but my laptop. Oh,
do you have
my
insurance
God.
for it?
Yeah, I do, but the excess is like 200 quid. I can't afford that.
That's horrible.
Oh, my God, what am I going to do? I start my new job next week.
What are you doing?
I'm PA with my laptop.
Polly rolls out the sob story, and Jazz is there to play the gentleman.
No, I've got 20 quid if that helps at all. No, I feel partly responsible for that.
There's my card, give me a shout and let me know what happens with it.
The mark gives Polly a
No,
card,
I've got
but
some
no cash.
Here. Is there nothing you've got? So I just feel really bad.
I don't have any cash on me, no, I'm carding it.
Jazz gives him another chance to pay up.
Don't fret or anything. Look, I'm going to leave you my phone and I'm going to go to the cash point and get you another 40 quid.
Get yourself sorted out and drop me an email and we'll sort something.
No good. The mark is willing to help, but it sounds like he's broke.
Have you got any cash on you at all? Oh my God, it's just getting worse.
Another mark slips through their fingers like a dodgily packed box. Polly and Jazz give it one more go with mark number 3.
Excuse me, guys, you couldn't do me a massive favour, could you? I'm just moving into the flat up there. I need to get these boxes. Could you help as well? Just to the lift, but I don't want to do it and then come back and the rest be stolen. So would you give me a hand? You'd give me a hand. Yeah, literally. I just don't want to come back and then be gone. Do you know what I mean? Thank you.
This guy's world is about to come crashing down.
Oh no, you've just broken my plates. Oh, my lap. Oh my God.
What happened there?
Oh my God, it's all smashed.
Jesus.
Do you not hold the bottom or something? Oh my God, what am I going to do?
I'm really sorry about that. Honestly, God, that's obviously just been folded over the bottom. It's still taken it.
Well,
The mark already feels guilty, so Polly turns up the pressure even more.
I've just started a new job as well, and I need to take that next week. I've just moved in. Oh, I'm not worried about the plates, but look at my... Oh my God, it's absolutely destroyed.
have you got,
I can't believe this.
Have you got insurance for it?
Yeah, I have, but I've got to pay an excess of £200. I can't afford that. I've just moved here from London. This is awful. Oh my...
Polly leaves Jazz alone to have a man-to-man chat with the mark.
Do you want to, like, put some money in together?
How much?
I don't know, like, 50 quid each or something towards our excess if it's 200.
I don't know, mate.
I just feel part responsible. I know what it's like moving
I'm shaking.
to.
I can't believe this has happened.
I'm really sorry about that.
I think we're both going to put some money in for you to help towards the excess.
That's news to him.
Should I put this in or something?
No, don't worry, I'll sweep that up in a minute. I'm not worried about the plates, it's just my laptop.
This guy's still not flashing the cash.
That's lovely potato, that's just went through that.
I know exactly what you mean. I just feel a bit like I know what it's like moving to a new.
I just can't believe this has happened.
I'll give you 50, and I think he's going to give you 50, and then at least put something towards
That would.
getting it repaired. Yeah, you want to just double check. Yeah.
And there's the wallet. The Mark feels so guilty for the broken laptop, he hands over £50 to a complete stranger.
Thank you.
Jazz keeps up his end of the bargain too, though he knows he'll be getting his money back. The Mark heads off, thinking he's done a good deed. In fact, he's just been done.
Oh, shit, anyway. All right, mate. See you later.
Yeah, I dropped a box that had a laptop in that in it and broke it. The guy who was carrying one of the boxes had offered to give her some money because she'd brought up the conversation of money and he offered to give her some, so then he asked me as well. So I just felt may as well chip in and, you know, help her out a bit, but obviously it took for a ride.
This is quite a devious little scam, and as you've seen, even a pair of novice hustlers can fool you with it. You do someone a favor, next thing you know, you're reaching for your wallet. Hustlers have always exploited people's good nature to make them feel responsible for damaged goods.
One Mark, one laptop, and one nasty surprise. Because a few minutes later, his laptop is gone. This is the trusting stranger. It's a beautiful sunny morning, and it looks like new recruit Polly is dressed for a spot of cycling. But first, she stops off for some light refreshments. In fact, she's having a good look around this cafe for a suitable Mark. A Mark with a suitably expensive laptop. Time for a bit of friendly flirting.
Excuse me, do you know if there's any, like, I've got a bike, is there plates, do you just ride on the road here, or is there bike lanes?
Yeah, there's a few, you just have to take your chance.
Yeah, just find them. Yeah. It's quite nippy out today, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It looks sunny, but deceiving.
Yes.
I was riding on my bike, I was like, oh.
Keep you nice and warm while I exercise.
Yeah, it's nice and warm in here actually. Good spot in the sun. You from here?
Polly's certainly turning on the charm, and this guy seems happy to get all her attention. Here's someone else looking for his morning coffee. It's new recruit Jazz. And his entrance is Polly's cue to get up and leave. But timing is crucial here.
Hi there. Could I just get, Oh, actually, no, I'll grab one of these smoothies.
Yeah, cool.
Polly doesn't want anyone else to sit down next to the Mark, only Jazz.
Thank you. Yeah, I do.
So she makes a bit more small talk until he takes her place.
Which is the best way, do you think, to cycle to the West End? Byers Road, have you ever heard of that?
Yeah. Walk to the traffic lights.
Yep.
Turn.
Okay.
Seamless.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
One customer leaves, another arrives. The Mark doesn't suspect that these two hustlers are really working together as a team. Jazz has only just arrived, but it's already time for him to make his move.
Excuse me, mate. Do you mind just looking after us while I go to the toilet? Oh, cheers, mate.
So what's Jazz up to? Why is he leaving his laptop with a complete stranger? In fact, this is all part of the plan. Jazz is back from the gents. Lucky for him, his laptop is still there. This is clearly an honourable mark. Now for the final part of the scam. Polly is still outside. Looks like she's having a bit of trouble with her bike lock. If only there was a big strong man to help her.
Hi, it's only me again, I'm sorry. This won't work on my lock. I don't know if you could help me. It's like a big, yeah.
Will the mark help? And what's she going to do with that laptop of his? Jazz trusted him earlier with his laptop. Maybe he'll ask for the same favour in return.
I can't do it. Is that all right?
If you could, yeah, of course.
Cheers, thank you. Sorry, I don't know that I'm just being silly. I've been trying for ages, and I'm really trying to do it, but it's not working. It's literally only here.
The mark is just out of sight of the windows and his laptop.
It's just done a bit stiff.
Jazz needs to time his move just right, or he'll be in deep trouble.
I wouldn't have said it was you.
Time to go. Trying to act as casual as possible, Jazz packs up his gear. And whilst the mark is distracted,
If I turn it much harder, it'll break the plastic.
Jazz helps himself to his laptop.
I can't help you, I'm afraid.
No, don't say that!
The mark is on his way back,
Thank you, though. Cheers, nice to meet you. Bye.
and Jazz is on his way out by the other exit. And not a moment too soon. The mark is left wondering what on earth happened.
It looks sunny, but deceiving.
A chat with a beautiful girl over coffee has suddenly turned into a nightmare of a day. There's no sign of Polly. And that bike wasn't hers in the first place. No wonder the key didn't fit.
And the girl came back and said, listen, I'm really sorry to bother you. Asked me if I wouldn't mind helping her with her bike lock that appeared to be jammed. So I thought, I've looked after this guy's stuff. He'll be fine looking after mine. So went back in after 30 seconds. The guy was gone with his stuff and my stuff. So yeah, it was quite clearly they were operating together.
The key to this scam is that Jazz asks the mark to look after his laptop for him. Then when the mark goes off to help Polly, he feels obliged to do the same. He doesn't want to offend Jazz by not returning his trust.
It's easy to avoid a scam like this. By all means, help people, but take care of your property when you do, and don't leave it with someone that you don't know. There's no shame in being cautious with your own possessions.
Polly is out on the town with some new friends, and she knows hustlers never buy their own drinks.
I've got a challenge for you, okay? It's using these 3 straws. Okay, so the challenge is you've got to pick them up just using this 1 straw. Oh, and you can't do anything to the straw, so you can't bend it, you can't change anything about this straw.
I was just going to hook it.
Yeah, you just got to...
I can't hook it or anything.
No, you've got to keep it straight.
Right, okay.
Okay? If you can do it, I'll buy you a drink.
All
If you
right.
can't do it, you can buy me a drink.
Okay. Yeah, this works.
Are we on?
That's
Yeah?
Deal.
Deal? Yeah?
So, there's 1 straw propping up 2 joined straws. To win a drink, Polly's friend needs to lift all 3 of them using a 4th straw. It's a tricky one.
Good luck.
Okay, go for the simple one first then.
Yeah. Oh, good attempt, right? That's really good. Let's try it again.
Any ideas? You could try like sucking. The what?
You can do.
Suck really, really hard.
Yeah, go on, give it a whirl.
Right, okay.
1. Oh! That was pretty close. Right.
Total fraud in it.
So do you give up?
I do.
If I can pick these 3 straws up with that 1 straw, you'll buy me a drink. A large one?
I will. A large, there you go.
Okay, I'll show you. Ready?
Show us how it's done.
Whee!
Polly collapses the straws, causing them all to rest on the one she's holding. Then she just lifts, and the whole structure is interlocked together. Now she just needs a drink for all those straws.
Mine's a martini. Off you go. Fantastic.
Paul has taken new hustler Polly out for a spot of sightseeing. Unfortunately, Paul's sense of direction seems to be on the blink.
I think someone told me it's near a church.
Neither of them has any clue where they're going.
Where is the cathedral then?
I have no idea.
In the twist. Maybe one of these guys can show them the way.
Sorry, no. Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you know your way around here?
I'm looking for Colton Road.
Where are we here?
So we're here.
Yeah, that's where you are now. Sorry, there it is. That's Colton Road. There it is. Right. Straight along there. Could you show her the way a little bit? Because I don't know. I just don't know my way around.
All right,
Sorry.
thank you.
Yeah. All right.
So is it literally along here?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Paul's got somewhere else to be. Of course, these hustlers are never off duty.
I'm looking for Colton Road.
They weren't really lost. They just wanted all eyes on the map to hide this. Paul's hand coming up to grab the Mark's camera hanging around his neck.
So what's this?
With the gentlest of touches, Paul pushed the release button, twisted his hand, and pocketed the Mark's camera lens.
This way?
Here it is again.
Straight along there. Okay.
Yeah? Okay,
Could you show her the way a little bit? Because I don't know. I just don't know my way around.
All right,
Sorry.
thank you.
Yeah. All right.
So is it literally along
Before the
here?
theft was discovered, Paul went on his way. And by the time the Mark noticed his photographic problem, his lens was long gone. A camera can be worth a lot of money, but a good lens will cost hundreds, even thousands of pounds. And it's much easier for pickpockets to lift. But why steal one lens when you can have a whole selection?
Sorry, I have no idea. I'm from London.
This guy is being very suspicious.
So where are we now? We are somewhere.
He's even resting his elbow on the lens. No way for Paul to steal it, so he moves on.
It's not that way, but that's...
I don't know, it's very
Yeah.
nice. Better off asking someone else.
Yeah.
But no such precautions from the hustler's other customers.
It's around here-ish.
Paul is making his move in the open, but none of his actions draw any attention from members of the public.
The gallery. Sorry, I really have my first day here, so I have no idea. Excuse me. Does anyone know where the cathedral is?
Sorry.
I'm not so sure. Would that be Cannon Street? So we're here.
No, this is Queen Street, isn't it?
Cannon Street's behind us, so Queen Street. Queen Street Station.
Queen Street. How would you...
Hello. Yeah, I'm just inside. Hold on.
The Marks are left with cameras around their necks, but they won't be taking any photos today.
Is it not very clear, this map or something?
Yes.
Jordan.
Colton Road. So if I go along there and head that way, it's along there. Yeah? Is that right? Lovely. Okay, thank you.
Didn't realise until I started walking to show her, and then I looked down and it was gone.
I was talking to this tourist and he just nicked the lane. He just blagged it.
£700 worth of camera. You know, I still owe £600 on it.
All right, thanks for your help though, cheers.
Some hadn't even noticed their lens was gone.
This is from his college. It's the first time I've... Know where that went?
What are we going to do with the rest of the day? It's lovely.
Let's do some shopping.
I do need a camera for my lens.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This scam works because people hang their cameras around their necks and forget about them. It gives them a false sense of security knowing that the gadget is physically attached to them. But some lenses are much more expensive than the cameras themselves and much easier to steal.
Very often when we're out with our cameras, it's the time when we're most relaxed. We're enjoying some free time, we're sightseeing. Often we're in crowded areas. That's when you're most vulnerable. If you feel somebody brushing against you, turn around, see what's happening, and try and remember to keep your camera in front of you.
A bar in a trendy suburb of London. People are going about their business, enjoying drinks, relaxing, and using the free Wi-Fi network. But this customer is not off duty. It's new recruit Polly, and it looks like she's here on business. In taking the biscuit. This lady has just become her first mark.
Hi there. I wonder whether you could help me and do a bit of market research and do an online survey for me. It's just about like what you want to shop, you know, like what you buy and stuff, and basically just you can put anything in your basket. You don't have to buy anything. Don't buy anything. But just, you know, have fun. And it's basically to see what people buy. Do you know what I mean? It's all like that, really. Is that cool?
I'm just going to get this out.
Oh, fantastic. What's your email?
So Polly is carrying out some market research. She sends the Mark an email with details of an internet survey. All the lady has to do is log into a few online shopping and social networking sites, then fill out the survey, rating how user-friendly they are.
Thanks, lovely. See you in a bit.
Other people with laptops are also asked to take part.
Twitter and just tweet that you're here or something.
Just reply to the email and just say how easy it is.
That'd be fantastic. Okay. All right.
So, spend a few minutes browsing the internet, then fill in a few questions. What could possibly go wrong? After leaving the bar, the Marks were shown some computer printouts.
This is my Hotmail account, which has all my, obviously, private emails in there.
No, hang on a minute. That was on your Twitter, wasn't it? That was on my Twitter.
Those printouts should look familiar, because they're of the web pages the Marks had just logged into, using their confidential logins and passwords.
But I'd be interested to know how you did that, because that is quite scary.
So, what really just happened?
Just reply to the email and just say how easy it is.
That'd be fantastic. All right.
Polly wasn't interested in market surveys. The hustlers were just trying to get the Marks to visit sites that required them to log into private accounts. But even without the bogus survey, this scam can happen to anyone using open Wi-Fi anywhere. What the Marks didn't notice was another computer user on the other side of the room. It was Jazz. And he was interested in just one thing: cookies. A cookie is a computer file that's like a key for websites. When a user logs into an account, they provide their username and password. These details are often encrypted, so they're very hard for criminals to intercept. This is sent from their laptop to the Wi-Fi connection and then onto the website. But then, the website sends back a cookie that's saved onto the user's laptop. The cookie basically means the laptop has already logged in with the correct password and it doesn't need to log in again. But the cookie is normally unencrypted. Jazz was running a freely available piece of software that allowed him to make a copy of the cookie as it was being sent to the Mark's laptop. And once it was saved onto his computer, he could just visit the same site as the Mark and was allowed straight into their account. No login and no password required.
I feel quite, what's the right word for it? I can't even think of the right word. What's the right word? Violated almost, you know? So it's not brilliant.
The hustlers just added items to the Mark's Amazon checkout baskets and used their Twitter accounts to post bogus tweets.
I've just been scanned by the real hustle.
But if this had been a genuine criminal attack, the results could have been devastating.
Criminals with access to your logged-in accounts could potentially hijack your shopping session, add stuff to your shopping cart. Worst case scenario, if a criminal gets hold of your email account, for example, I mean, they could send any email in your name, they could instruct people to change your delivery addresses, set up bank accounts in your name. You think of your worst nightmare, they could at least get the ball rolling on that with your email.
If you own a Wi-Fi device, you're probably always looking for a free hotspot. But remember, you could be sharing that hotspot with anyone. In this case, we've accessed a couple of low-risk websites, but real criminals could be eavesdropping on your most private conversations.
A leafy suburb on a quiet weekday morning. Could this be Jazz moonlighting as a courier?
Are you expecting a parcel today at all?
No, unless my wife's ordered something.
I've only got a postcode on it, which is really annoying, means I have to knock on all the doors.
Looks like he's trying to deliver a package.
Mr. Ahmed?
No, Manfred Guinea.
How do you spell McCartney? Is that J-E-A-N?
Unfortunately, he's having trouble reading the address label.
Oh, no, yeah, it's not this place. Yeah, sorry, mate, I'll try another one. Is anyone else who may live in the house? Right, no worries, it's one of these. Thank you. Well, have a nice day.
This is robbing the hood. A little later in the day, Polly and Jess arrive in a taxi. They look like they've just come back from an exotic holiday.
We'll be right back.
The tanned hustlers jump out of the cab and head towards a nearby house.
I'll ring the doorbell. Hi there, sorry to disturb you.
We're staying with Kieran round the corner. We've just come back off holiday, he's not in. And he was meant to pay for our cab for us because we've only got Thai bar on us right now. So he's just told us to go and knock on a neighbour's door to see if
we could borrow some money. And then he's coming back in 20 minutes.
And we're really stuck, and the driver's getting a little bit
mad.
Yeah.
He does look like the miserable type.
Is there any way you could help us out? It's 30 quid for the taxi, and Kieran will be back in 20 minutes.
He'll be
and he'll
back
come
so
straight
soon.
round.
So the girls are staying with a friend who was going to pay for their taxi, but he isn't in. Will this neighbour help them out of this sticky situation?
Who is it?
Kieran.
Kieran.
Just
From
round the
116.
I don't know if I've got 30 quid on this, I'll see what I've got back.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much.
The Mark goes inside to see how much cash he has in the house.
I've only got a fiver. Is that any good to you?
£5. That won't cover much of a taxi ride.
Maybe.
Fiver.
Could I try that one, see if he'll maybe kind of lay off a little bit? That's great. I mean, it's 30. Let's see what he does.
But the hustlers take what they can get.
Thank you very much.
Just
Thank you.
tell him.
Got a fiver for you, sir. Let's go.
Their next mark is just a quick drive round the corner.
Let's go to the next house.
Next one, please, Paul.
Next one
it
now,
may
Paul.
take a bit longer than we thought.
This scam only works because the girls were able to give the name of a real neighbour. So how exactly did they do that? It was thanks to Jazz and his little fishing expedition this morning.
Hey, let me check.
He just needed the first name of someone living on the street and their house number.
Yeah, sorry, mate, I'll try another one.
Once he'd established the information, he walked around the corner and passed the details on to the rest of the hustlers waiting in the cab.
Right, is this Kieran? Yeah, Gene. His name's Johnny. All right, cool, good luck.
It took just a few names from each street to be able to knock on as many doors in the area as possible. Who could possibly say no to these damsels in distress?
Hiya, sorry to bother you.
Where did you stay?
Number 9.
Number 9 with
Yeah,
Johnny.
just down there.
And he's just called up and just said just to go around one of his neighbours.
You just came for there?
Yeah. And we've got no money. We've only got Thai
He was
bar.
meant to pay for us.
I haven't even been to the hole in the wall. 2 quid or something's I've got.
2 quid?
We owe him 30.
That's what I said, I've got a quid.
This guy goes to check if he's got any cash in the car.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no. Could I maybe take the £2 and bring it round to you later?
2 quid.
2 quid. That'll barely buy the cabbie a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Thank you anyway.
Each hit only takes a couple of minutes, and in a morning's hustling, the figures soon add up. Some of the hustlers' marks are a little more generous.
Oh,
Hiya, sorry to interrupt your day.
Staying at 109 with Karen just around
Derek,
the corner,
yeah.
and Derek. We've just come back from Thailand. They were meant to pay for our cab for us because we've only got bar.
Can we borrow it? Is that all right? Oh, you are
thank
a superstar.
You. Woo. We're coming now. At 30.
Sorry, just
thank you so
bit
much.
grumpy.
Oh, thank you for bringing the change.
Thank
you
in
so
10
much.
minutes. Oh, thank you.
The mark actually hands over £40, even though the hustlers only asked for 30. Now that's more like it. It's back to the cab and onwards.
Yeah, then.
Good.
Now don't forget the meter's on, so
Looks as if they'd their holiday hats on. They was going to stay with Karen next door. taxes involved, obviously, as well. I know my wife wouldn't have done it. I just trust everybody. I think they asked for 30, and me being 40.
This is a scam that happened to a friend of ours who knew nothing about it until their neighbour came looking for their money. It really illustrates the power of a name and why you should be careful who you give your name to.
It's very simple to protect yourself from this type of scam. Never give money to anyone who shows up on your doorstep, no matter what kind of story they give you. Just send them on their way and close the door.
New recruit Polly is out on the town with some friends. But Polly knows hustlers never buy the drinks.
Right, Ben, I've got to ask you a question. Do you think in my glass I've got more drink than you've got in yours?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. I've got a little challenge for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, this is the bet, okay? I bet that I could drink all of this before you could finish yours. Okay? If I do finish mine before yours, you have to buy me a drink. If you drink yours before I finish mine, then I'll buy you a drink.
What's the glass?
But yeah, this is the condition, okay? Right. The condition is you have to drink both of these drinks at the same time using both straws, and you have to keep sucking the straws until all the liquid is gone.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay.
So you up for this challenge?
Okay, yeah.
Give me a little shake? Yeah? Okay.
So to win the prop bet, this guy needs to finish his drink before Polly does. And he has an edge. Not only does he have less liquid to start with, he has 2 glasses and 2 straws to drink from at the same time, for double the suction.
One of you say 1, 2, 3, go.
Right, okay.
And on the go, start sucking, yeah? Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, go. Oh, you almost finished.
I won!
Polly finished first, and that's because her friend's glasses had an uneven amount of liquid in them.
Go.
Once he'd emptied one glass, he was just sucking up air through that straw, meaning he had no suction on the liquid left in the other glass. So he'd never be able to complete the challenge. What a sucker.
I won! Told you. Oh my... I burped really loudly. It just came out. Off to the bar. Don't forget a day with Polly, will you, eh?